Good afternoon, Mr. Das, and welcome to this
Good
interaction.
afternoon.
So tell us, what is your opinion? What, in your opinion, is content marketing and branded content? How do you define branded content?
Look, two ways. First, the way I look at branded content is that look, these are curated conversations. These conversations are essentially revolving around the connect that one would want to establish with the consumer. Currently, if you look at the way the communication is happening with the consumer, till about 2 years back, it was more of a one-sided communication wherein there was the marketer or the publisher or the brand himself or herself communicating with the consumer. And then we came into a time period wherein we started having interactive conversations, even which is happening even right now between the consumer and the brand. But in the current context, if you look at how branded content is perceived and how I look at it, it's beyond a two-way communication. It is where a brand needs to be felt by the consumer that here is a brand who cares for me. Here is a brand who allows me, enables me, empowers me with things that I need to do in life. Here is a brand which is making life easier for me, and that is where it is going beyond two-way communication wherein one brand is talking to the consumer trying to sort of getting back to the brand in whatever format he wants to. Now, this entire branded content conversations, which we refer to these days in terms of content marketing, is essentially also been enabled by the proliferation of digital media, which is where content, the format, the language itself is very critical in the way one communicates with the consumer, because the consumer is someone who needs to be kept at the center of everything, and which is where we feel language do play a critical role in branded content conversations. And add to that the next layer, which is the technology. Now, technology is just not about big data analytics. We know all about big data analytics, how machine learning, how artificial intelligence is enabling have better conversations of the consumer. But going forward, you will see it's an era of convergence. You see the web and the television converging. The television screen will convert from what it is right now. You will start seeing television commerce happening from the television screen. And that is where the role of branded content in terms of how the consumer is connected with the way in which the consumer needs to be treated at the center of any conversation needs to change. And from that perspective, I think there are two things which I referred in the beginning of this entire segment. One is the way the entire branded content paradigm has changed over the last few years. And the second thing which I want to make reference to is the way brands and even publishers are looking at branded content from the perspective of social cause or purpose marketing. So we do pick up whether it is a brand or whether it is a media brand per se, we do pick up a lot of social cause activities, and around that social cause, we try and build purpose marketing initiatives. For example, during COVID times, we did see a lot of purpose marketing initiatives being taken by leading brands as well as media brands, which is where the conversation goes beyond just enabling the consumer, but then bringing in the larger emotional connect, because you have a cause there and you have a purpose around which the entire curation happens in terms of the conversation. So these are the two aspects as I referred to. One is in terms of how taking the raising the bar and taking it to the next level in terms of technology, in terms of treating the consumer at the center of everything, getting the consumer in the entire content creation process. That's one. And the second, which I just spoke, bringing in the purpose aspect in branded content conversations.
And where do you think branded content is going in India? Have you seen a change in terms of branded content in India as a news, as a TV channel?
Yeah, definitely. We do have a lot of clients who have started talking to us in terms of doing pure branded content initiatives. Till about 3-4 years back, when one is to talk of branded content, one is to generally get into discussion which are event specific. Someone would come and do a television episode. Someone will come and do and partner with you in some events and all of that. And that is how the term branded content, quote unquote, used to be sort of not used in the right sense, because branded content is just not about partnering with media companies on such kind of initiatives. It goes far beyond that. Right now, what we see, as I spoke in my earlier segment, the point number two, which is the purpose marketing bit, which is where the social cost comes in. We see a lot of brands getting into this aspect wherein purpose marketing becomes the core around which marketing campaigns, content marketing initiatives are being structured. We, if, for example, in my case, in my previous organization, we did a number of award-winning branded content initiatives. Things around skill development, I'll not get into brands, but then skills which are around skill development, how do you enable a community? Because communities are something, content is about communities, building communities, engaging with communities, enabling the community. So branded content initiatives have become very, very synonymous with building communities. So which is where, as I said, skill development, then there are things around saving the girl child, whether it is about women empowerment, whether it is about entrepreneurship and skill development in totality. And there you see a lot of brands coming in, whether it is in things like how do you make Indian roads safer, how do you have a better environment to live in. So you have a lot of thematic issues around which you have now started seeing brands getting associated with media companies in terms of taking the branded content conversation to the next level. So this is a huge change which is happening in India. You see a lot of leading brands coming in and partnering with us in terms of how they can collaborate and build win-win partnerships which can enable us converse with the consumer. Because as a media company, as a publisher or as a television company or as a digital offering, our job is also to engage. Our job is essentially to engage with the viewer stroke reader who is the consumer for the brand. So that is where the collaboration comes in, because if a brand starts doing branded content initiatives directly, because you have also seen a new thing coming up, which is brand newsrooms. Many leading brands are creating their own newsrooms to connect with consumers, right? But then moment brands start collaborating with media companies, then comes in the key aspects like credibility. And I still will pick up one word which you referred during our initial engagement today: trust. Trust is the biggest factor. Consumer needs to given that entire aspect of trust, and which is where partners, which is where media companies comes in, and they collaborate with brands to build such kind of branded content initiatives. And the trust factor is very critical. The consumer needs to be given the trust factor, and which is where I feel going forward right now, branded content, I would say, would have reached about 70% level in India. But going forward, the critical aspect in terms of next 30% would be in terms of how do you incorporate technology, number one. And number two, relevance is very important. We all know relevance is very critical in branded content. But while maintaining relevance, why and how we should not ignore the privacy factor. Because most of your branded content initiatives, while they are happening on television or print, digital is playing a very critical role. And privacy needs to be respected going forward. So the trust factor is very critical. And this is where I think the entire scenario, this is how the entire scenario is shaping up. And I think whether it is publishers or brands, we all are realizing that the trust factor needs to be kept in mind. And more technology gets incorporated in the way we are building and structuring such kind of initiatives. I think that will enable us make this entire branded content ecosystem far more robust.
And tell us a little bit about TV9, because you, in the beginning of the conversation, you told us how you are expanding, and the impact of news and what's been happening in the last few months. So tell us a little bit about content and TV9 and the entire spread for everybody in the world to hear, because they may not know as much about TV9.
Sure, thank you. Uh, as I said earlier, so TV9, uh, we are right now the country's #1 news network. And as I briefly spoken about in the beginning of this conversation, this entire thing is on the back of two things. One, all the offerings that we have, all the regional channels that we have, they have been leaders in their respective markets for more than a decade. So if you have a TV9 Kannada, if you have a TV9 Telugu, Marathi, Gujarati, they have been leaders for 12 years, 14 years, 16 years. And last year, we did launch TV9 Bharatvarsh, which is the national news channel. And during the lockdown period, there was a lot of investment in terms of refreshing the product, in terms of marketing initiatives, and then a lot of investment in distribution. And fortunately for us, what happened was that during lockdown time period, when news viewership almost went up 3x, more than 3x, it enabled us to sample the product in just about 8 to 9 weeks, which otherwise would have taken at least about maybe 18 months or more. So it allowed us to accelerate the sampling of the new product during lockdown period, and which enabled us to actually sprung our performance. We sprung from about ninth position or so to number 2 position during the lockdown period. And with the Hindi news channel, the news national news channel becoming number 2, and with all the leadership that we have in terms of the regional channels, and because they are all regional offerings, it enabled us to garner about 30% lead over our nearest competition. So today, as I speak, we are India's #1 news network with offerings in Hindi, with offerings in Telugu market, in offerings in Kannada, Gujarati, and Marathi. And come January, would also be launching TV9 Bangla. And with the launch of TV9 Bangla, our lead over our nearest competition will only further go up. So that makes us the undisputed #1 news network in the country. And while television has sort of consolidated, we now have very aggressive expansion plans in the digital ecosystem. So there are a lot of there's a lot of investment which has happened in terms of talent. A lot of talent from across the industry has been acquired, and along with talent, there's a lot of investment in infrastructure and technology. And maybe another quarter or so, you'll be happy to know that we'll make some big strides in the digital space as well. Because apart from the publishing business, we have a lot of focus on creating a lot of digital products, which at the end of the day will enable us engage better with the consumer.
Wow, that was very nice. And thank you so much, Mr. Das, for speaking to the Branded Content Marketing Association and for having the time to talk to us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.